Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today, well, I was just sitting at the desk, hobbying by myself, not doing anything, so why not come join all you lovely people that like to come and watch and come chat. So we're here hobbying and hanging out tonight, because I was doing it anyway, might as well do it with all of you fine folk. So if you're there, let us know what you've been hobbying on, what you're up to lately. Love to hear from you all. We're painting up our Stormcast from the Dominion box set. Probably be done it in the next couple of days. Elder Morden, hello mate. Hope you're doing well. Rider Guy 911, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I really did enjoy Spirit of the Emperor. I really enjoyed the whole writing style of that novel. It was really a really enjoyable read. Really enjoyable to listen, like as an audiobook, because it is like a memoir sort of style book. It just works really well as an audiobook, which is interesting. Nice. I'll have to post up the snow bases that I did for the Beastclaw properly. That was pretty sweet. Dan, hello, mate. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Yeah, like I said, I was sitting down hobbying by myself, so why not just pop on the camera and come hang out with all of you. Why be lonely when I can be with cool people? I just finished waiting for some stuff to upload. Actually, I've got to go and flip that back on. Uploading some videos at the moment. We had another game tonight. Beasts of Chaos versus Cities of Sigma. I was playing Beasts of Chaos. Versus the little brother. He played with the Hydras. So that was a good game. I generally don't think the Dreadlord is bad at all. I think for his point, Scott, you got to remember how dirt cheap he is. Like he is sub 300 points. I have not. Those black things behind me, that's the Shadow Warriors. As much as I want to paint them, I know I need to get the Dominion stuff. I need to have the Cruel Boys done before that. The Cruel Boys will be what I do after this. They just take precedence with new battle tomes coming out. Like, I've got to sort of prioritize getting those Cruel Boys done. Really looking forward to painting them, though. Yeah, I think the Dreadle and Black Dragon is really, really good. The fact that he can get multiple access to +1, so he can either have against other monsters, he's really cool as well, because he can get +1 to hit using like Titanic Jewel, or he can have his finest hour to get +1 to wounds. There, like the ability of him to get +1 to hit and +1 to wound is he'll have that 2 or 3 turns in a game of +1/+1, which is pretty sweet. Think about Anvilgar dragons with new Stormcast dragons. That'd be pretty sweet. Yeah. I mean, you can find plenty of battle reports on the channel watching that Dreadlord go to town. Like, if you don't get the bus off, you can be a bit swinging. And I guess like we play a lot more casually on the channel, but I think 9 times out of 10 you'll find your worth. Yeah, Hades, that is the thing. So don't build that. You can find a easy to build special character called Asteria Soulblight. She's a Lord Arcanum Dracolane. Everyone uses her as the regular one. It's a stupid thing they did in some boxes, like the Pascal Blight Lords have it as well, where the Lord of Decay is in it. I hate that style of box. Hate it with a passion. Nico, you definitely don't need it to start playing. It is something I would recommend picking up. And so I'll explain a little bit about the General's Handbook for you as well, so you know what you're getting into. The General's Handbook is a yearly supplement for Match Play Warhammer Age of Sigmar. It gives you a new set of rules updated each and every year for the following season of Match Play. Match Play, without a doubt, in some form, is the most common sort of games you're going to play. This isn't to say you're going to play competitive games against most people. Most people just use points because it's an easy way to play. Like, I mean, even in like narrative gaming, I use points all the time because it's just an easy way to start. Even if we're going like, oh, well, I'm going to have half the force of you, points are just good. But anyway, General's Handbook, it's a yearly supplement. It'll come out every year. It is the one book I recommend you buy every year because it just gives you enough to keep the game fresh, keep the game interesting. It changes up how armies work and how the game sort of functions. Definitely, you don't need it to start with, so don't stress, but it would be one of those first buys I would get after your own battle tome and stuff like that. I was having this conversation with someone on Facebook. They're like, what do I actually need to play? And, you know, you get people that say, like, oh, you need everything, like all these different things to play. I'm like, the good thing about Age of Sigmar is that it's bare basic level. All you need is War Scroll and the core rules. And you can put some models on the table and roll dice with each other. I've done that plenty of times. I mean, for those who've been around in Age of Sigmar long enough, that's all we did for a while. Oh, Winston, you got your first Warhammer 40,000 starter set last weekend. Awesome. What did you pick up? And then he follows up straight away with what he got. So Necrons, awesome, man. I have some Necrons. I've still got to build my Indomitus set. It's still sitting there unbuilt. I bought it last year, but yeah, Jay has a great point there. Hades, if you can find one of those Mortal Realms set, there's some that sell singular Dracolines in them. But yeah, if not, Asteria Soulbright, just grab her. Everyone uses her. Oh, sweet. You picked up the Recruit Edition. Awesome. That's great, man. You should keep an eye out on the Kill Team rulebook when that comes out because you'll have enough models certainly there to be playing some Kill Team games. I do want to. We will be getting some Warhammer 40,000 on the channel soon, I hope. I've got to get some stuff painted. So. Yeah, so Kill Team is a skirmish-based Warhammer game. There's been a bunch of stuff revealed about it on Warhammer Community. And essentially, it's played with like small little crack kill teams. as you would expect. So like 10 to 20 models. But really fun, cool, fast-paced game. It's getting a brand new edition out soon. That's completely fair. Like, it's a lot of money. Like, if you're just getting into the game and you're unsure, like, yeah, Dominion is a lot of money. I don't think Dominion was meant for like brand new people anyway. It's a great place to get in, but I definitely don't think it's the best. I think those little starter boxes, like the one you picked up, are some of the best places to start in Warhammer Age of Sigmar and Warhammer 40,000. Yeah, if you're a complete noob, as you're putting it there, Winston, jump into our Discord server. There's a link in the description of the video to our Discord, and I pride my channel on being a really great place for new people to come and just sort of get to know what the hobby's all about. So always be willing to help, and there'll be people sort of chatting in there all the time. Now, I reckon Stormdrake Guard are going to be a one model per box. I reckon you'll get one model per box. Yeah, I think it'll be units of one, and then you upgrade them to units of 2 or 3, depending whether you've made them battle line or not. Yeah, jump in there, share your hobby, chat to people. I'm in there most of the time when I can be. But there's always someone in there to answer a chat for you. Knight Draconis, by the way, Dan. I did notice that there's no Lord model in that box. They only told us about a Knight level character. The way they made it sound, the Lord Celestin or Star Drake is still the boss. It should be a Lord, but he is a Knight level character. I was intrigued by that. But he is only a Knight level character. We did get confirmation in the other article too that looking at them, I think they're actually on the monster bases. I think they're a bit bigger than people are thinking. I think they're going to be on like the 120. The smallest base they'd be on is the 105. Yeah, I mean the Star Drake is still the Lord. When you say fight a war against the grain, do you mean paint your models? Yeah, that's Nico. That is pretty much the sum of it. The grey is the grey, and fighting the war against it is painting your models. You wouldn't believe how many people ask me that. No, Dan, see you when you get back. Yeah. So interesting for those who don't know what Cinderfall is. Cinderfall, when I was originally doing like the stuff, I'm like, what can I use as a name? I want something Warhammer cool. Cinderfall is actually a Warhammer thing. Cinderfall is the district of Hammerhall that the Shadows over Hammerhall Warhammer Quest box set game is played in. The Cinderfall district. Yeah, I'm currently in the process of really understanding Path to Glory as we're starting to get to campaign. I will admit I have not looked an awful lot at it. I like the basic system, but I need to read more into it. I'll be putting out some videos talking about Path to Glory very soon. Yeah, pretty much. Hades, I think that is the general gist of it. Gonna go back and do helmet crests on all of them. So let's get these annihilators done. Yeah, the rewards I'm pretty sure persist for the whole campaign. I will have a really good look at it, and I'm going to put up some videos talking about it in a very detailed manner as we sort of work through our one on the channel. I put up some things of like ones I want to see, armies I potentially want to do for it, and we'll start building up some narrative for mine. I'm just working on the stone sort of part of the shields, just whitening them up, and the middle of the hammers are the same stuff. So. So yeah, just finishing these off, then we'll get the Vexilla, and then we've got to spray some of that. Then we'll probably get building our crew boys to get them all ready for the next paint lot. We've got 2k of crew boys to get done. It's not going to be the best 2k crew boy list, but what it will mean is there's crew boys on launch ready to go. I think like having a couple of projects is always good. I've never got the whole have one army thing. For me, I like to be able to change. I think having 2 or 3 armies, or even like playing 2 or 3 games, is a really great way to be with your hobby. I mean, no one has to be like me and be crazy and literally probably have the majority of armies in the game. But, you know, a second project. Yeah, I would like, for me, I'm painting because I want to be able to put content out straight away. So there's no reason that you have that same need to do it that I have. Does it make sense? This dude is such a sweet model. Really like this one. Third Dragon 1. So what armies would I suggest for new players? We picked up a great army. I would strongly recommend Seraphon for new players. They're a good army, and they also have a lot of different avenues of play, but they can also do everything. You can play in a lot of different ways. So it's a great army to learn the game with because you'll learn how to do lots of things. They've got good magic, they've got shooting, they've got combat, they've got all this debuff potential. They've got, you know, just so many things about Seraphon. I reckon you're on a winner there. If you like skinks, keep going. How are you going? Other ones, so I would think my general thought on armies that are good for new players are armies that have everything with minimal rules around them. Seraphon are definitely that. Cities of Sigma are another one. And probably that's it for that, really. But my other choices are armies that are really simple to play, and most destruction armies fall down that path of either Auric War Clans, Ogre Tribes, both really good to play. Gloomspike Gits are really good if you're going like Trog heavy. For a starter army, I think Magnetkin and Nurgle are another really good one, and Slaves to Darkness as well. Also, guys, if you're watching, don't forget to hit the like button. Help more people find the channel. And if you haven't already, come subscribe because we're fast approaching 6K, which is going to be amazing to hit. Thanks, Hades. It was good. Mess a absolute top bloke, and me and Haywo, I am in good company with Haywo. Dude, that was the first time I've ever had like a really prolonged chat with Haywo, and he's more than just like messaging, like a first proper chat with Haywo. Because normally I've done stuff with Meth. I've been with Meth, with Andrew, but it was good to chat with Joe. He's just wrong about Final Fantasy IX. We'll go with that. I'm utterly wrong. Other than that, we can be friends. But no. Haywo is generally a good dude. I'm glad we managed to raise so much. See, this is why we're good buddies. No, nothing. On the charity stream, they were ranking Final Fantasy IX, and Haywo gave some real shade to Final Fantasy IX, which is my favorite Final Fantasy of all time. Halo's good. Like, I think the interesting thing for me in Halo is we both can understand each other's points. Like, I can understand competitive gaming where I am very much a much more casual, fun gamer. But we both play like very much in the same way. Like, we will take the models we want to play with and then do the best we can with that army. Interesting point. I know I have a controversial Final Fantasy take of one of my favorite Final Fantasies will not sit well with a lot of Final Fantasy fans. Um, and that is, I really enjoyed Final Fantasy 13. I really dig the game. Oh, Winston, now that's a controversial one. X2. X2 had a pretty average story, but the mechanics of X2, I completely agree. Completely agree on a mechanical side, and completely agree with what Halo said about it. Story, meh. However, mechanic-wise, that was such a well-done game with a cool mechanical system behind it. I mean, that's what everyone loves, the Opera House scene. I think I really like 4 as well. 4 was an with Cecil. Final Fantasy is an interesting one. Like, see, what I like about them is they're a game you can play, pick up later. I don't like. I enjoy games where I just sort of I can casually play. I'm not an overly massive video gamer. I like just casually wandering through a game. 7 I'm not awfully fond of. D Bishop, hello mate. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well as well, buddy. Because no worries, man. I was like, how's he? I was trying to put that together in my head. I'm like, what is happening here? And then yeah, I read, so I never commented back. I'm like, I'm just gonna let him leave that one alone. Nice, T Bishop. It was great. I've almost done most of the Stormcast. So we've got the Annihilators done, the Praetor's done, the Vindictor's done, working on the Vexilla, and then I've just got that to do. And we've got Dominion sorted. And then we're going to get working on the Crew Boys. Nice. I'm just getting these guys up to a tabletop ready standard. Nothing too fancy on these. Nice, Fur Dragon. That sounds like a good lot of hobby to be getting on with. I reckon they're going to be like a 3-up. Say, I reckon they're going to be like 180 to 240 points a model. Oh, they'll be 2-inch range. They'll have heaps of 2-inch and 3-inch range attacks. Oh, nice TV show. Awesome. Well, if you can't tell, Ultramarines. Yeah, I would totally get 1,000 as your starting point. 2,000 is probably the most popular size game you're going to find. That would be my ultimate aim, but definitely go for 1,000 to start with. And then work your way to 2K. Yeah, Hades, that sounds pretty good. Like, I think we're going to see something along the lines of that. I think they're going to be pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised to see more Ren in the game. I wouldn't be surprised if Ren 2 is actually what it is. Just judging by the fact like Vanguard Hunters out of nowhere have got Ren 1 on all their profiles now. Yeah, Lumineth are a tricky one. They're definitely Yeah, Hades, they won't be in units of 3 men. They'll be single buys. I think you'll be looking at something much more similar to Man Crusher Gargants for each one. When you get it painted, Cozzy, we will have to get you around for some games, man. Show off those wicked painted Lumineth on the channel, man. So I just finished recording another battle report tonight. Should have Beast of Chaos versus Cities of Sigma up on the channel tomorrow sometime. I'm waiting for bits and pieces of it to upload now. And so while that's doing its work, I'll keep painting. Might have to stop painting here for a little second, talk to you all while I've got a Lumineth Force I've got to paint up. Oh, and so something for the people hanging out in the chat tonight. I'm organising some emotes, so there'll be chat emotes soon, specific for Cinderful Gaming. So you'll be able to use them in the chat when you want. And as soon as we hit 2 more YouTube members, I'll be able to add more of them. So I think we can only add 3 for now, but again, another 7 as soon as we get 2 more YouTube members. Oh, the Windlaw, there's one you'll use in the Windlaw, Hades. There's the teleportation spell on the Windlaw. Print yourself out some cards, some reminders. Check out AOS Reminders Cozy online. It's a website where you can put in your whole army list and it will run you through what happens in what phase. It's a good cheat sheet to learn with. Eventually, you hopefully get to the point where you can just not need it. I'm doing a winter-themed Lumineth army, so I'm going to do a Lumineth army from the Realm of Beasts. An expeditionary force in the Realm of Beasts. They're fighting up in the mountains, so they're going to have all frosty mountain bases and stuff. Nice fur dragon. Pterodons are a ton of fun. So grand strategies and triumphs. Triumphs are in the enhancement section. Grand strategies are in the General's Handbook. No, you still can. We played without the General's Handbook for our first few games of Age of Sigmar 3.0. I was playing it well before that General's Handbook leaked. No, just make. Don't worry about the Skin Chief Alpha. Just make you. So make one of them your alpha, and don't make the chief. Alrighty, and so with that, I've got all my stuff downloaded, so I've got to go do some editing, everyone. But we'll come and hobby hangout a bit, maybe tomorrow night or another night during the week. But I want to say thank you to everyone for coming and joining. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already. It helps people find the channel, come join us and hang out when we have these nice little hobby hangouts. And also thank you to everyone who supports the channel via YouTube members and Patreon. And like I said, 2 more YouTube members. We are going to be able to get a ton more of the emotes in the chat when we get them. So we'll see you all again real soon. Ciao for now, everyone.